Number 21, Xavier Mayo. Number 44, Max Lewinsky. Phoenixville is coached by Mr. Eric Burnett. And now for our home team, Wildwood Warriors. Number 12, Ernie Triano.
I'm already working for you.
Number 11, Dominic Triano.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Boardwalk Basketball Classic at the Wildwoods Convention Center. Brian Cunniff alongside Buddy Tarbotton. And we've got a bracket championship game between Wildwood and Phoenixville in boys basketball action, the Bernie McCracken Memorial Bracket. Wildwood was a thrilling winner yesterday in triple overtime, beating Brandywine. Phoenixville from the Philadelphia suburbs, they beat Pleasantville rather comfortably to get here. Three officials for the game: Darren Bossert, Billy Martin, and Steve Selby. Wildwood in the home whites, Phoenixville in the away blacks. We'll get to the Phoenixville players momentarily. The Wildwood starters are the three seniors, Ernie and Dom Troiano, along with Josh Valise, and then two sophomores, Junior Hans and Jordan Fusick. Max Lewinsky, Gabe Massenberg, Chase McDonald, and Jake Steck and Xavier Mayo are the starters for Phoenixville. If you're watching our live stream, Wildwood in white going from right to left. Live stream on coastsportstoday.com. The tip is controlled by Wildwood. Ernie Triano, who was the jumper, ends up getting it after it hits the floor and bounces off a few hands. Phoenixville showing a 1-2-2 zone look to start the game. Hans on the left side. Goes up top to Fusick. Junior Hans again tries a deep three. That's off the iron, no good. Goes over the backboard, so that is out of bounds. And Phoenixville will have it. Buddy Tarbotton, my partner, has had a lot of practice speaking today, Buddy. He's been a one-man show on the announcing here at the Boardwalk Classic.
Yes, and I'll tell you what. This is going to be a good matchup, Ryan. This Phoenixville team is well coached, and they're pretty talented.
And they're big. Gabe Massenberg's about 6'4", 6'5", and he is a beast inside, and he has the basketball. And he's tied up, however, and Wildwood forces a jump ball. Phoenixville will inbound. Made the mistake of bringing the ball down. Phoenixville will inbound along the end line. McDonald gets it in. Steck's pass is stolen away by Ernie Triano. It's probably the easiest steal he'd ever have in his career. Steck threw it right to him. Basically, right when he started to throw his pass, his teammate vacated the area, and Troiano is the only person in that area. He has the basketball, no score. Early stages, first quarter. In the corner, Josh Valise. Got it back to Troiano on the right wing. Up to Junior Hans, top of the key. Backs it away. Ernie Triano for three, no good. Long rebound comes down to Max Lewinsky. He has the basketball on the right side. Goes into the top of the lane. Lost the basketball. Stolen away by Jordan Fusick. Fusick pounds the dribble. Foul line jumper is no good. It went in and out. Nearly went down a second time and rolled off. Still looking for a basket here. Phoenixville with the ball. 6:15 to go first quarter. Here's Xavier Mayo. His shot was blocked by Hans. We have a late whistle and a foul. And Xavier Mayo will go to the line for two shots.
They're going to call that foul on Junior Hans. That's going to be his first and the first team foul against the Warriors.
Free throw is good by Xavier Mayo. That's the first point of the game with 6:11 to go. Phoenixville on top here of Wildwood. Second free throw is also good. Some zone pressure being shown here by Phoenixville. Fusick with it. Good cross-court look to Josh Felice. To the basket, leans in. That is rejected by Massenberg. Wildwood, though, gets the long rebound. Fusick to Hans. Hans back to Fusick. Fusick a deep three. Bang! That's a 25-foot three-pointer by Jordan Fusick.
Well,
and Wildwood with a 1-point lead.
One thing this sophomore can do, Brian, and that's
Massenberg down low, and he lays it up and in as they got it down the floor quickly, Phoenixville did, and they now lead at 4-3.
Yeah, it was there. A Warrior on the interior tried to draw a charge, but you really got to step in and take a charge to get that call. That can't be a flop.
Phoenixville by 1, 4-3. 5:19 to go first quarter. Fusick left side. Hans on the right wing. Fusick again. And now it's Hans. Ernie Troiano back to Junior Hans on the right side. Ernie Troiano again. Dips in. Lost the dribble at the left elbow. Goes to Hans. Straightaway three. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound will go harmlessly out of bounds. And Phoenixville will have it.
Well, Brian, here in the early going, 4:54 to play in the first quarter. Wildwood trails Phoenixville 4-3. Wildwood's gotten off 6 field goal attempts. 4 of them are threes. They're 1 for 4.
Mayo traveled with the ball in the top of the lane, drug his pivot foot as he tried to spin. And Wildwood will have it, trailing by 1, 4:43 to go. The Wildwood girls at last report were up 13 with a minute and a half to go on the other side against Newark Academy. We'll get you a final on that as soon as we can. Ernie Troiano slips it to his brother Dom. Oh, that's a great pass across to Josh Felice, who didn't have his hands ready and dropped the ball, and it goes out of bounds.
And that's a case right there where the senior, he's got to have those hands ready to be able to catch and convert.
Here's Mayo, top of the key. Right side, they look in the post, they get it down there. He kicked it out. 3 ball on the way is good by Jake Steck. And it's 7-3 Phoenixville. 4 minutes to go first quarter. Here's Troiano, or Hans, excuse me. Enters it to Josh Felice. Doubled, goes in the corner to Fusick. Wow, better pass, and he would have had a wide open 3. Here's Hans along the baseline, shut off. Goes up high to Ernie Troiano. He leans in, no good but a foul. And he hung in the air long enough, buddy, to make sure he was going to get contact and go to the line.
Yeah, that shot there, I mean, that was a tough shot. Really not much of an angle Ernie Troiano have. But Brian, as Brian said, he was able to hang in the air and let the Phoenixville player come down on him.
Troiano's first is good. Seven 4. Phoenixville on top. Wildwood struggled from the foul line yesterday in that win. Second one from Troiano is good, so he makes a pair. Wildwood shot just 13 for 25 from the line in a game they won in triple overtime. Ben Smith into the game, first sub for Phoenixville. Wildwood is not very deep. They may only play 6 kids any significant minutes. They may have a 7th come in for a cameo here or there to give a breather. Smith for 3, that's good. Let's check that. That was Jake Steck on the 3. That's his second 3, and it's 10-5 Phoenixville. Dom Troiano, center of the floor. Bounces over to his brother Ernie. Ernie's doubled, got it to Junior Hans. Baseline 3 is blocked. That was blocked by Massenberg. Mayo looking to run. Flips it over to Smith for 3, and that's good.
And Ben Smith, watched him yesterday, Brian. He's a senior, and he's got game coming in off that bench.
13-5 Phoenixville. Hans over to Fusick. Fusick goes to Ernie Troiano. Wildwood was down big early yesterday as well, buddy. Josh Felice, a baseline jumper. That's an air ball. Rebound brought down by Phoenixville. Ben Smith goes to Mayo for 3. That's short. Rebound Good hustle by Dom Troiano, but he just couldn't keep it alive for himself as he was battling Gabe Massenberg. Ball goes out of bounds.
And Phoenix.
Well, Wildwood needs some help side on this inbound. They could just lob the ball right into Massenberg for a layup, and that's exactly what they tried to do, but it was a bad pass. Massenberg is called for an offensive foul as he hooked.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, Brian.
Okay.
He stepped on the baseline.
Wildwood's going to call a 30-second timeout. They trail 13-5
But
here early stages first quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Lucky Bones in Cape May. They proudly support all the athletes in Cape May County. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Crest Savings Bank is a proud sponsor of tonight's game, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. CrestSavings.com. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. That's Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. You can follow them on Facebook. Go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
On that inbounds play, Wildwood's got to be aware, and I'm sure the coaching staff is explaining that. I mean, Massenberg, with any type of decent pass, that's an easy layup, 2 points.
No. But that might have been more than a layup.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah. It would have been a slam dunk. But, I mean, gosh. And Wildwood has got to be aware of that because, again, Phoenixville, they know how to get the ball into the big guy.
Here's a foul here on a pass. I believe that's going to go against Mayo. Dom Troiano was held trying to make a pass. Ryan Troiano into the game for the first time for Wildwood. A lot of three Troianos on the floor. Ryan is a cousin of Dom and Ernie. Dom and Ernie are two of the three Troiano triplets. Ava Troiano plays for the girls' team. Ryan Troiano on the left side. Top of the key goes to Jordan Fusick. Here's Ryan Troiano again. Bounce pass in the post was tipped. Had stolen away. And here comes Ben Smith for Phoenixville. Lobs it at the top of the key to Gabe Massenberg. Massenberg doubled, spins out of that double team, kicks it out. Shot on the way by Smith for three is good. Ben Smith has hit 2 threes off the bench in this first quarter. Well, Phoenixville has hit 4 in the period.
They're 4 out of 5, Brian. He's 2 for 2, and Jake Steck is 2 for 2.
Fusick, a deep 3. That's an air ball. Ryan Troiano's tried to save it inbounds and couldn't. Zach Bruni into the game for Phoenixville, who leads 16-5 with 1:16 to go in the first quarter.
Brian, Wildwood's only made 1 field goal, and that was Fusick's 3 earlier. They are now 1 for 8.
Massenberg, that's an offensive foul. Good defense by Dom Troiano. Massenberg cleared him out with the left elbow. That's his second foul, buddy. He's got to go to the bench.
Well, that's big because that's what, one way to negate the big guy is to get him in foul trouble.
And here's the thing about Wildwood, buddy, the way they've played this year, and they trail this game 16-5. They seem, here's Ernie Troiano want to drive to the basket, no good, but a foul will go to the line for 2 shots. The one thing, and I don't, this isn't being critical, it's just a fact, really, is that Wildwood's a little under-talented compared to what they had last year. But they seem to figure out a way to compete in games just through toughness and grit. So, at 16-5 here, after Troiano misses the first, there's no question that Wildwood certainly has the capability to get back into this basketball game. They've shown it already in a couple of games this season. They were down 10-1 yesterday to start the game, and they were down by 7 in the third quarter and eventually came back and won the game in triple overtime.
Well, one thing they definitely need to improve upon as a team is their foul shooting.
No question. Here's a shot up by Mayo that's no good. Long rebound to Ernie Troiano. Lost it. Thought he was fouled. Mayo driving into the paint. And we have a foul from behind on Dom Troiano. And Phoenixville will inbound.
And that personal foul on Dominic Troiano, that'll be his first, team's second. 36.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Mayo in the post. Dips in. Shot up's no good. Junior Hans the rebound. 30 seconds to play in the period. Here's Fusick on the left side. Goes to Hans. Hans to Ryan Troiano. Hans again to Jordan Fusick. Baseline drive. Shovels it nicely to Dom Troiano, who is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots with 19 seconds to go in the period.
That was good penetration that time by the sophomore. Jordan Fusick drove along that left baseline. When that help side defense came over, he shoveled the ball off to Dominic Troiano, and Troiano went up with his left and drew that foul.
Dom makes the first. He particularly struggled yesterday from the line, but he made a huge free throw to give Wildwood a 2-possession lead in that third overtime with 34 seconds left to complete a 3-point play. Second free throw here is no good, spins out. 18 seconds to go in the period. And here comes Jake Steck working against Ryan Troiano. Steck to the right side, 9 seconds to go. Steck holding the dribble, now lost it in a bad spot. Stolen away by Ryan Troiano. He's going the other way. He's bumped from behind and fouled with 2.1 seconds left. That's going to give Wildwood an opportunity to inbound and perhaps get off a last-second shot here, buddy.
And that foul called on number 3, Jake Steck. And that's the 6th team foul against Phoenixville here in the first quarter.
Lance Alillo, a sophomore, into the game for Wildwood. Ryan Troiano to inbound. Got it to Ernie Troiano into the paint, down low, and Lance Alillo had trouble catching that pass, but he wouldn't have gotten a shot off anyway. 16-7, Phoenixville leads back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Surety Title Company and John Linnington. They're proud to sponsor high school sports. For all title needs, call Surety Title Company, 609-846-9700. Finn's is the premier restaurant in Cape May, and they're open all year round. When you're hungry, go to the place with the Art Deco look. That's Finn's on Decatur Street, right off the Washington Street Mall. Phoenixville will have the ball, leading 16-7 to start the second quarter. Nice to see Steve Selby working his 37th game of the tournament here, buddy, and he's in tip-top shape. Jake Steck with it for Phoenixville. Goes to Chase McDonald. McDonald driving to the basket. No good. Rebound brought down by Lubinsky. That shot was blocked by Lance Lillo. Here comes Ryan Troiano the other way. Goes to Fusick. Back up to Troiano. Right side, Jordan Fusick. Ryan Troiano again at the top of the key. High post pass to Ernie Troiano. Stripped from behind. Ball's loose on the floor. We have a jump ball possession to Wildwood.
And right now, I mean, obviously, Wildwood, with just one field goal in this basketball game.
Ernie Troiano, baseline 3. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound, Lubinsky. Phoenixville with the ball. Here's Ben Smith. Came off the bench to hit 2 threes in that first quarter. Zach Bruni a drive. Foul line area. Got it to Ben Smith for 3. This will be an air ball. That'll go out of bounds, and Wildwood will have it.
Well, that time Brian Smith did not have a complete open look at the basket, and he was a little bit of pressure there, and you saw he shot the ball back off his heels, and therefore he was very short.
Ernie Troiano, right side. Jordan Fusick for 3. That's no good. It's out of bounds. And again, as Buddy had mentioned, we're a minute 4 seconds into this second quarter, and Wildwood's only got 1 field goal. They trail 16-7.
They're now 1 for 10 from the floor, Brian. 1 for 7 from beyond the arc.
Here's Lubinsky on the right wing, guarded by Lance Lillo. Hands off to Bruni. McDonald on the right wing, down low to Lubinsky. trying to back in, kicks it back out. McDonald, a deep three, and it bounces off the rim and over the backboard. So Wildwood will have it. Some token pressure by Phoenixville here.
Wildwood needs to work the ball offensively and be patient.
Cross-court pass to Hans in the corner. Ernie Troiano for three. That's an air ball. Long rebound to Jordan Fusick. Steps in. His floater is good. His second field goal. He leads Wildwood with 5 at 16-9. Bruni the other way. Bounces in the post. Stolen away by Fusick. Fusick pushing. Fusick to the basket. No good. Rebound will go off of Phoenixville and out of bounds.
Well, that was just a great hustle play by Ryan Triano. Ryan came crashing in, anticipating if there was going to be a missed layup, and there was, and he was able to knock that ball off of a Phantoms player while it will inbound underneath their basket.
Ryan Troiano lobs it out. Fusick did a nice job of retaining possession. Hans for three, rattles in and out. Ryan Troiano, the rebound. Layup is good. And the 5'9" sophomore goes in among the trees and gets an offensive rebound and a stick back. 16-11, Phoenixville the lead in the ball. Lubinski in the post. McDonald, a deep three. That's an air ball, and Wildwood will have it. We've seen more air balls on three-point attempts in this game, buddy, than we have all tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both sides.
16-11, the Warriors with the ball.
And they were down 16-5. Here's Junior Hans. Blocking foul. That was close to being a charge. The official right on top of it. That'll go against Chase McDonald.
That's going to be the first personal foul on McDonald.
That's going to send Junior Hans to the line, buddy, for a 1-and-1.
And that's the 7th team foul against the Phantoms. And as Brian said, Hans will go to the line, but now you got to make free throws, especially when you're trailing.
Well, way short on that one. Lubinski, the defensive rebound for Phoenixville. They lead 16-11, 5:10 to go, second quarter. Driving is Mayo. Short on the shot. Ryan Troiano, the defensive rebound. Right side, Hans. Hans, high post area to Ernie Troiano, kicks out. Fusick, a deep three from the left wing. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound is battled for, and we're going to have a jump ball possession to Phoenixville. That final score in that girls' game on the other side, Wildwood beat Newark Academy 50-37, and that was after they were down 9 after the first quarter. And Men Fati with 15 points and Macy McCracken with 13 for Wildwood. They'll play in a bracket championship game tomorrow, and we'll have the game on 98.7 The Coast. I believe it's a 4:45 start, but we'll update everybody. Here comes McDonald walking it up against Junior Hans. McDonald passes to Mayo. Xavier Mayo takes it right side against Josh Felice. Kicks out. Lubinski travels. And this is what Wildwood can do, buddy. They're a pretty good defensive team, and they're going to make you handle the ball. And that's what they did yesterday. I mean, they just turned Brandywine over constantly in that second half yesterday, and that's how they got back in the game and eventually won it. Here's Fusick. Dribble penetrates. Down low to Josh Felice. Reverse layup is good. Another great pass and a good finish by Josh Felice. And it's a three-point basketball game. Wildwood has scored 8 straight. Here's Ben Smith. Kicks out. Mayo with the basketball. Mayo drives, crosses over into the paint. Shot up is no good, but a foul. And I think Mayo may have gotten away with a travel there, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. A travel, and when he did that whole spin move roll, he carried the ball too. But he will go to the line to shoot 2. 16-13, 3:56 to play, first half.
First free throw's no good.
And that's the first free throw of this basketball game for Phoenixville, Brian.
Yeah, Jake Steck back into the game for Phoenixville. And free throw is good by Xavier Mayo. So he's 3 for 4 from the line. 17-13. Phoenixville on top. Fusick right side, lobs in the low post along the baseline of Dom Troiano. He's doubled, shovels it to Junior Hans. His layup is no good. Josh Felice, the offensive rebound, blocked but a foul. Max Lubinski is incredulous, but Josh Felice will go to the line for 2 shots.
Well, that time Felice did a good job. He got position on the weak side of the basket, came down with that offensive rebound, Brian. Then he went up with a nice little pump fake to get Lubitsky moving his feet.
Free throw is good. He's got 3 in the game. Ernie Troiano back in. Harley Busham into the game. Another sophomore for Wildwood.
Now it's 17-14. Felice with 1 more free throw. 3:35 to play in the first half.
It's a good move by Scott McCracken, buddy. After getting back into the second free throws, no good, and there was a violation by Wildwood on the attempt anyway. But you know, you gotten back into the game a little bit. It's a good time to give a couple starters a rest here. Fusick and Hans on the bench. Ernie Troiano got his rest a moment ago, and he's back in. Mayo driving, shut off nicely by Dom Troiano, makes a good move, misses the shot, and then travels as he came down with the offensive rebound.
And that's not the type of shot that you expect to see Mayo miss.
Phoenixville has just 1 point in this second quarter. 17-14, they lead, 3:15 to go. Bad pass by Busham, and to the basket, scoring while being fouled is Xavier Mayo.
And they're going to call that foul on Ryan Triano. And right there, you see where a bad turnover now turns into a 3-point opportunity for Phoenixville. And as Brian said, you know, that just was not a good decision by the sophomore.
Free throw is good. Mayo has 6. And it's Phoenixville by 6. Ernie Troiano across the division line. He's doubled, got it to Dom on the wing. He drives, he's doubled, spins away, shovels it to Ernie in the post. Little jump hook is no good. Rebound to Mayo. Mayo brings it up the floor, goes over to McDonald. McDonald shut off, back to Mayo. This is a deep 3, in and out. Rebound Ernie Troiano. Phoenixville by 6, 2:40 to go, second quarter. Ryan Troiano in the corner to Felice. Left elbow or right elbow to Dom Troiano, dips in. Jump hook is good.
Yeah, that was a real tough shot, yes. Good move, good decision by Dominic. That's his first field goal.
McDonald into the paint, good jump stop, couldn't finish. Rebound Ryan Troiano. Got it to Dom, he's pushing the ball up the floor. Dom goes left side, Harley Busham for 3, that's short. Followed his own miss, got the offensive rebound, shovels to Dom Troiano. He's stripped going up, and now Phoenixville is looking to run. Here's McDonald on the left side, in the corner to Mayo for 3, in and out. Long rebound to Harley Busham. Busham will push it, and he's going to go to the basket, and he offensive foul.
Yeah, that was a real good job that time by the Phoenixville defender.
That was Jake Steck who took the offensive foul.
Steck really stepped in there.
Harley Busham needed to come into a jump stop in front of that defender before he barreled into him. He had players coming. He could have slipped it off to someone for a pass.
Yes, absolutely. And again, you know, Steck did a great job in drawing that offensive foul.
Steck bounces to McDonald on the left side. Picked up by Junior Hans, who's back into the game. Here's McDonald again on the right wing. Goes down low to Jake Petrovsky, who's in the game. No good on this shot. Petrovsky found Steck cutting to the basket, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And they're going to get Ryan Triano on that personal, Brian. That's going to be his second. Wildwood now with 6 team fouls.
Free throw is short. Jordan Fusick will come in for Harley Busham. Free throw is good as Steck makes the second of 2. Phoenixville by 5, 21-16, 1:28 to go in the second quarter. Fusick left side, Wildwood still in the backcourt here. Center of the floor, Dom Troiano, right side to Junior Hans, knifing through the lane, floater is good.
Well, that was
hard to believe that's his first field goal.
Well, again, Brian, I was going to say that was a good drive, big bucket, and more importantly, his first field goal to get him off the snide.
Justin English into the game for Phoenixville. He had the ball, got it to Steck. English to the basket, missed the layup. Rebound brought down by Petrovsky. He misses, and we have a foul on the the third rebound, actually. And Petrovsky will go to the line here for a 1-and-1. Zach Petrovsky.
Zach Petrovsky going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Lance Lillo into the game for Dom Troiano. This is what happens, buddy, when you fail to secure defensive rebounds. That is what can really pile your foul trouble up. Free throw is short. Mayo, though, the rebound, turns and scores.
And Mayo, he's been struggling.
Phoenixville by 5. Bad pass by Hans, stolen away.
Under 30 seconds to go, first half. It's 23-18, Phoenixville on top. Wildwood needs a stop.
15 seconds as Phoenixville spreads the floor. McDonald hands off to Mayo. Mayo doubled, lost the dribble, steps in for 3, short, rebound Petrovsky. Petrovsky kicks it out, air ball though on the 3 attempt at the buzzer by Jake Steck. So we go to the half. Wildwood trailed by 11 at one point in the first quarter, and they've cut the lead to 5 as Phoenixville leads at 23-18. We'll take a 4-minute timeout. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast and CoastSportsToday.com. Okay, back at the Wildwoods Convention Center, Brian Cunniff with Buddy Tarbotton and Bernie McCracken Memorial Boys Bracket Championship here at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. And Wildwood, after trailing 16-5 in the first quarter, they rally to get back to within 5 at halftime. They trailed 23-18. Wildwood actually got to within 3 on a couple of occasions late in the half, but Phoenixville now leads it by 5. Wildwood was certainly helped by their big player, Gabe Massenberg, who's a 6'5 beast inside. He picked up 2 early fouls and didn't play the rest of the half. So Wildwood was able to take advantage and get back into the game. For Phoenixville, Xavier Mayo has 8. Jake Steck with 7, Ben Smith with 6, and Massenberg has 2. Wildwood's got a lot of balance. Wildwood has 6 players who have scored. Jordan Fusick with 5, 3 each for Ernie Troiano, Dom Troiano, and Josh Valise, and 2 apiece for Junior Hans and Ryan Troiano. And you know, Buddy, if you were to say that Junior Hans was held to 2 points and a half, you would think that Wildwood would be getting blown out. But here they are down 5. I mean, he's their leading scorer, and you know, Wildwood is certainly hanging in this one against a bigger and maybe more athletic Phoenixville team as well.
Well, this Phoenixville team is well-rounded. And looking at the stat sheet in that first half, Brian, Phoenixville shot 7 for 21 from the floor. They were 3 for 11 inside the arc, 4 for 10 from beyond. They had 9 rebounds as a team, 6 defensive, 3 offensive. They were 3 of 6 from the foul line, and they turned it over. They only turned it over twice. And where you're going to see the discrepancy is, and why they are up 5. Wildwood, they shot 6 for 21, 5 for 11 from inside the arc, but they were 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. So, I mean, that obviously is what really hurt the Warriors. They had 8 rebounds as a team, 5 defensive, 3 offensive, and they were 5 for 9 from the foul line. You've got to shoot a better percentage from the free throw line than 5 for 9, and that's another reason. So you take a couple points there. The fact that they made 1 3, Phoenixville made 4, so there's 3 more points on top of what you know that they beat you on because of that whole difference in the equation, and Wildwood turned it over 4 times. So yes, there's plenty of time left. Junior Hans not getting into the flow offensively. They get him involved here in this second half, and they should be able to, get back into this game to the point of, maybe coming back, taking a lead.
All right, we're going to take a 1-minute, 30-second timeout. We'll come back with the second half after this. Wildwood down 5 against Phoenixville here at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. High school basketball, 98.7 The Coast. Back at the Wildwoods Convention Center, Brian Cunniff, Buddy Tarbotton. And Wildwood trailing Phoenixville 23-18 here at this bracket championship game at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Be sure to stop at Figgy Tech for all your technology troubles. Figgy Tech is conveniently located in Rio Grande on Route 47, 609-849-0495. Irma Deli is the place to go for a great sandwich, pizza, and steak. That's the Irma Deli on Breakwater Road in Irma, next to the Cape May Airport. The Mad Batter serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Stop in and see what everyone is raving about at the Mad Batter on Jackson Street in Cape May. And Wildwood will have the ball, trailing by 5 to start the second half. Here's Hans, goes over to Jordan Fusick. Up top to Ernie Triano. Wildwood looks like they're trying to get some more movement against this zone, Buddy, which is probably a smart thing. I didn't think they did a very good job of that in the first half.
No, absolutely not. And that was obviously one of their major issues.
Well, Hans had dribbled the ball off the back of his foot, and it's stolen away, and McDonald is racing to the basket, and his layup is good.
That layup is good for number 11, Chase McDonald.
Well, again, it's a zone defense, Brian, and you can't dribble too much. The best way to get movement is you have to have guys cut to the ball.
There's another steal by Phoenixville. They have it out again, and here's McDonald on the left side. In the corner, lobs to Massenberg, dips in, little jump hook is good.
So he gets the ball down low like that, you're not stopping him.
Number 34, Gabe Massenberg.
But again, you don't beat a zone defense with dribble, 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 dribble. You got to pass the ball, and you got to move it crisply.
Hans holds top of the key, goes to Fusick. He has it on the right wing. In the corner to Ernie Triano. Baseline drive, shut off, shovels it to Dom Triano. He's pushed from behind by McDonald. And Wildwood will have it on the end line.
They're going to call that one on Chase McDonald.
That's his second, team's first of the half.
And McDonald picks up his second personal foul. First team foul here in the second half against the Phantoms.
Fusick, baseline dribble drive, shot was blocked by Massenberg. Josh Felice did a good job to get the long rebound. Hans floater, no good. He had to change his shot over Massenberg. And here's Lubinski for Phoenixville. They lead by 9. Steck with the basketball against Fusick. Goes to Lubinski. McDonald now on the right wing. High post entry pass. Turning and scoring is Massenberg. You know, they don't keep plus minus in high school basketball, Buddy. Phoenixville's got to be about a plus 17 or 18 in this game with Massenberg on the floor. That ball is alive. I don't think players realized that initially, but then it went out of bounds. It was tipped, went off the official. If the official's in bounds, that ball's live. Everybody kind of looked at it, and then the ball trickled out of bounds. Wildwood has it. Fusick back to Hans. Hans drives into the paint, down low to Valise, to Ernie Triano. Shot blocked, rebound Junior Hans. Down into the high post to Dom Triano, turns, fires, and scores. Little foul line jumper. It's Wildwood's first points of the second half. They're down 9 now at 29-20.
And they needed that bucket desperately.
McDonald driving to the right, nearly stolen. And we're going to have a jump ball. Good hustle by Josh Valise.
I mean, the score at the half was 23-18, and Phoenixville came out and ran off 6 points to go up.
Wow, they lob it in again to Massenberg, and it works out for Wildwood as the pass was too high. Here's Fusick on the right wing. Steps into a 3. Short. Rebound Massenberg. And here's McDonald. Donald working against Hans. Goes into the corner. 3 ball on the way is short. Rebound Ernie Triano. Got it to Junior Hans. Shovels it out to Jordan Fusick. He's on the run. Fusick pounds the dribble. Steps back. Leans in. Passes nicely to Dom Triano. Reverse layup is good. So Wildwood with 4 straight after falling behind by 11. Here's Lubinski. He's fouled by Valise.
That foul's on number 14, Josh Lewis. That's his second, team's first to the head.
And Valise picks up his second first team foul against the Warriors here.
And Wildwood's doing it again. I don't know how you could not have help side behind Massenberg here. They get it into him in the high post this time, and he kicks it out. Here's Mayo, brings it out, goes on the wing to Steck. Steck working against Fusick, baseline drive, got it to Massenberg, dips in and dunks it with his right hand.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, and again, Gabe Massenberg, he's like a man amongst the boys out there. You give him that ball like that down on that low block.
Fusick doubled, stolen away by Phoenixville. They'll lob it ahead. Here's Steck to the basket, and the layup is no good. And the rebound got tipped back into Steck's hands, and he had his foot on the end line, so Wildwood will have it. Wildwood dodges a bullet there. Timeout being taken by Wildwood, and this will be a full timeout. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. All right, we are back. The Wildwoods Convention Center. Brian Cunniff with Buddy Tarbotton and high school basketball on the coast. Brought to you by Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel and Wildwood Crest. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bow Harbor 609-522-3343 or book online bowharborhotels.com. And they are taking reservations for the 2022 summer season. The North Wildwood Recreation Department hosts the Buckets Basketball Clinic beginning January 8th for children in kindergarten through second grades. For information on that program as well as all North Wildwood Recreation programs, 609-522-2955 or northwildwood.com. Wildwood down 9, 3:50 to go third quarter. Tom Troiano along the baseline. Lost the dribble. Got it to Hans on the right wing. Up top to Jordan Fusick. Hans again. Hans to Fusick. Into the lane. Floater. Off the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Lubinsky. Lubinsky goes to Xavier Mayo. Mayo with the basketball. Goes to Massenberg. Down low to Lubinsky, turns, fires, and scores. A little high-low there with their two big men.
And that was just a really great pump fake by Lubinsky.
Phoenixville matches its largest lead at 11. Valise, foul line jumper, no good. Rebound is a jump ball. Possession to Wildwood. And Ben Smith, who had 6 points on 2 threes in the first half, into the game for Phoenixville. Jordan Fusick to inbound. Lance Lillo in the game for Wildwood. Ernie Troiano for 3 on the baseline, no good. Lubinsky the rebound. Wildwood's made 1 3 in the game. Phoenixville, 11-point lead in the ball. Smith goes over to Steck. Steck lobs to Massenberg, high post. Down low, we have an offensive foul called on Lubinsky for hooking Lance Lillo in the post.
That's his second, team second.
Well, one thing, Lance Lillo, he's a big kid too, and you know he's not going to get pushed around inside. He was frustrating Lubinsky a little bit. Therefore, Lubinsky then committed the offensive foul.
Here's Ernie Troiano. Ryan Troiano's into the game for Wildwood. Replaced Jordan Fusick. Ernie Troiano left side, back to Ryan Troiano. Drives, bounces down low nicely to Lance Lillo. The layup is good. We have an injured player for Phoenixville.
0, Lance Lillo. Assisted by number 2, Ryan.
And they're going to have to come 10 to him, and I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Being helped up by his teammates is Jake Steck. Looked like he turned his ankle, and he's going to go out of the game at least momentarily. High school basketball on the coast, brought to you by Sure Sim Golf, located on Indian Trail Road right next to Coho Brew. Check out suresimgolf.com or on Facebook and Instagram. Phoenixville by 9. Here's Smith working against Ryan Troiano. Bounces to Lubinsky. Cross court. Shot up for 3 by Bruni is no good. Long rebound comes down to Ernie Troiano. Got it to Ryan Troiano. Back to Ernie across the division line. Bounces in the post to Lance Lillo. Lillo's shot is blocked, but a foul. That's going to be the third on Massenberg, and Lance Lillo will go to the line for 2 shots. You know, and I thought, Buddy, he had a chance to use the basket to help him out, maybe dip under for a reverse layup, but he got the foul on Massenberg and will go to the line for 2.
Well, and again, you know, Wildwood down 9, they're hanging around much like they did yesterday in that game that they ended up coming back, you know, and sending in the 3 overtimes.
You got to make free throws. They missed the first. Massenberg will go out. Zach Pekovsky back in. Lillo's second free throw is also no good. Missed it badly. Rebound Lubinsky. And here's Phoenixville, a 9-point lead in the ball. Smith got it over to Mayo. Mayo dips in, had it stripped, got it back, lost it again. Junior Hans stole it. Wildwood trying to run. Hans center of the floor. Hans to the basket. No good. Offensive foul. Phoenixville, Phoenixville is calling a 30-second timeout here, buddy, as they lead at 33-24. This high school sports broadcast brought to you in part by the Sierra Restaurant Group. Whether it's Poppy's Dogtooth or the Mud Hen, stop by there for a great local eating experience. They wish the Wildwood High School basketball team the best of luck in tonight's game. Troiano and Sons are proud sponsors of the Wildwood basketball teams. Whether it's masonry work, stone pavers, or concrete, give them a call, 522-3355 for a free estimate.
I'll tell you, Brian, and after that foul call on Junior Hans, Coach Scott McCracken, I mean, he was incensed. And they had the official that made the call right in front of him going towards the scorer's table. And I really couldn't tell if he was either mad that Junior took an ill-advised shot or he didn't like the call.
You know, it's going to be an offensive foul on Phoenixville, I believe, buddy. Yeah, Lubinsky is called for a push-off on the inbound, and Wildwood's going to have it along the end line, trailing by 9.
And that's going to be the third personal foul on Lubinsky as well.
So the two biggest players for Phoenixville, Gabe Massenberg and Max Lubinsky, are both on the bench now with 3 fouls apiece. Ryan Troiano to inbound, having some trouble. Got it out to Ernie on the right wing. In the corner to Ryan. Ryan fakes at 3, takes a dribble, steps back, fires at 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Pekovsky, and now we have a foul on Wildwood.
And Ryan Troiano picks up his third personal foul. So 1:29 to play, third quarter. Wildwood trails 33-24.
Xavier Mayo across the division line into the top of the lane. Kicks it off to McDonald. In the corner to Bruni. Bruni looked to get off a shot, couldn't. Now it's Mayo. Crossover dribble into the paint. Turns, little jump hook is good.
Well, that was a nice, pretty move. Xavier Mayo, Brian.
He's the first Phoenixville player in double figures. They lead by 11. They're matching their largest lead here. Hans to the basket. No good, but a foul. And this time we'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul number 13, Zach Pekovsky. That's his first, team's fifth.
Pekovsky picks up that personal foul, and it is his first 5th team foul against the Phantoms, sending Hans to the line to shoot 2.
First one is good.
Number 1, Junior Hans.
He's 1 for 2 from the line.
You know, and from this point forward, obviously, free throw shooting is going to be very important for Wildwood High. You have to make your free throws.
Second one is good. It's a 9-point game with 55 seconds to go in the period. And here's a near steal by Wildwood, kind of a lazy pass by Mayo. The ball gets batted right back to his hands. Bruni swings it to McDonald left side. In the post to Pekovsky. Kicked out to Mayo. Mayo driving, spinning, kicking. Bruni for 3. Short. Rebound falls into the hands of a Phoenixville player. No good. Long rebound to Hans. Hans running for Wildwood. 25 seconds to go in the period. Hans to the basket. Floater is good. Tough move by Junior Hans. And it's a 7-point game with 15 seconds to go in the period. Here's McDonald. McDonald had it flicked from behind.
Oh, that's a tough call. That is a tough call. One, that's one of those, do you call that? Because the ball is going to be retained by the team, and that was a real ticky-tack call, but it's going to be the third personal foul nonetheless on Junior Hans.
Here's Smith, goes to Mayo. Left side, McDonald fakes a 3, drives to the basket, blocked by Lance Lillo. Hands it off to Ernie Troiano, who will shoot a deep one from the other side of half court. It's no good as the quarter comes to a close. That's a great defensive play by Lance Lillo there.
Yeah, how about
35-28, Phoenixville leads Wildwood at the close of 3 quarters. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball 98.7 The Coast, brought to you by the Cork and Bottle Liquor Store on Atlantic Avenue in Wildwood. They support all of the athletes in tonight's game. That's the Cork and Bottle. So Wildwood trails by 7 as we go to the fourth quarter here. And Phoenixville will have possession.
And that was a big defensive play by Lance Lillo.
At the end of that period, absolutely. Steck throws the pass. That ball nearly went out of bounds. McDonald down low to Mayo. Dips in. Floater is good. Xavier Mayo with 12. And it's Phoenixville by 9. Hans on the left side. A deep 3. That's going to be long. Long rebound to McDonald. He gets it to Mayo. Mayo travels. Looked like he wanted to step into a 3, and then he tried to pass, and he took about 2 steps too many, let alone 1.
Well, that last shot, Brian, by Junior Hans, that is not what Coach McCracken wanted.
Well, I mean,
that was way out.
Well, you know this as well as anybody, buddy. I mean, 10 seconds into a possession, you're taking a 23-foot three-pointer. Here's a steal by Steck. Steck to the basket, layup, no good. Rebound to Hans. Jordan Fusick may have gotten a hand on that ball.
He did get a hand on it to try
Fusick
to make
into the
up.
lane, shovels it off to Valise, had it blocked. Ernie Troiano is fouled after getting the offensive rebound. Wildwood will inbound. But getting back to that point, buddy, you can get a 23-foot three-pointer at any time. So why would you take it 5 or 7 or 10 seconds into a possession?
Exactly. And that's well said. 37-28, 6:56 to go in this game. Wildwood down 9 with the ball.
Hans dribble penetrates. Floater off the glass, no good. And Josh Valise is over the back of a Phoenixville player for a foul.
That's his third, team's fifth.
Foul trouble starting to pile up, buddy. They got quite a few kids now with 3 fouls.
Ryan Tranner's got 3. Josh Felice has 3. Junior Hans has 3.
Here's Steck. Working against Fusick. Right side to McDonald. McDonald to Xavier Mayo. Now it's down low to Lubinsky, who just came back into the game. Bruni, top of the key. Fakes, gets into the lane, kicks out to Mayo. Baseline drive, scooping shot, no good. Rebound taken by Lubinsky. Up top to Chase McDonald. Swung to Bruni. Left side 3 is short. Rebound brought down by Mayo. Now it's Steck. Back up top to McDonald.
And I'll tell you what, that's a second and now a third opportunity for Phoenixville, and the Warriors cannot allow that.
In the post, Lubinsky working against Troiano, kicks it out. McDonald fakes a 3, steps in, 18-footer is good.
Just a nice little pump fake by Chase McDonald. Gets Junior Hans to leave his feet, puts the ball on the floor, 1 dribble, and he buries the jump shot.
Ernie Troiano off a great cross-court pass from Junior Hans, lays it in. Phoenixville by 9, and Wildwood's hanging around. Here's a steal by Jordan Fusick to the basket. Little floater, no good. Got fouled on his own rebound, though.
That foul's number 3.
And he's going to shoot a 1-and-1.
On line, shooting a 1-on-1.
And as you said, Wildwood down 9, with the ball. Fusick gets fouled after missing a little puppy, but at least he fought in there.
Oh, and he missed the free throw, though. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Phoenixville by 9. Left side, Bruni. Up top to Mayo. Over to McDonald. Down low, Lubinsky. McDonald again, right side. Back to Steck. Here's Bruni. Lubinsky in the corner. Goes up high to Mayo. Mayo tries to penetrate. He has to back away. He'll reset the Phoenixville offense. McDonald on the right wing.
Wildwood, 7 of 14 from the foul line.
Ball was knocked out of bounds. Lance Lillo, Ryan Troiano back into the game for Wildwood. 4:56 to go. Lubinsky goes to Mayo. Mayo into the lane, and the layup is good.
Number 21, Xavier Mayo.
And Mayo just made that look very easy. His quickness and length down there have really been troublesome.
Troiano to the basket, no good. Mayo the rebound, he'll push it. Lobs it ahead to Steck. Steck back to Lubinsky, or to Bruni. Here's Mayo. Good pass down low to Lubinsky, and the layup is good.
That was a very good pass.
And Phoenixville now has its largest lead at 13, 43-30. Fusick goes over to Hans in the corner to Lillo. Lillo to Hans. Hans to the basket. Nice finish. Good cut. And a good find by Lance Lillo.
But that's Junior Hans. That's just his 3rd field goal of the basketball game.
Start to wonder, buddy, if the 3 overtime game is going to start taking its toll on Wildwood. There are a lot of tired players out there. McDonald to the basket, got it in a foul.
And 1.
Number 11, Chase McDonald.
Now Wildwood's going a little deeper into their bench tonight. Lance Lillo's gotten some minutes. Harley Busham's gotten a cameo, but
Number 11 will get 1 more.
and now we have a timeout on the floor, and this will be a 30-second.
That foul
timeout.
was on Lance Lillo, his first, team 6th.
45-32. Phoenixville leads. When you go back, buddy, at 39-30, you go back to that play where Jordan Fusick gets the strip steal, goes to the basket, and misses the little bunny. He got his own offensive rebound, got fouled, but then missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Wildwood was in a golden position to cut the lead to 7, and now all of a sudden, about less than a minute of game time later, they're down 13 with Phoenixville coming out of this timeout going to the line.
Well, we talk about it all the time, how important every possession is in a basketball game, especially as you get into the fourth quarter, and how important foul shots are. Wildwood 7 for 14 from the charity stripe. And, they've made one three-pointer all night.
McDonald misses, but Mayo rebounds and scores. I don't know how he was that wide open there. No one boxed out. Hans on the left side goes to Ryan Troiano. Wildwood now down by 15, as that ends up being a 4-point possession for Phoenixville. Fusick, a deep three. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Ben Smith. Gets it to McDonald. Smith left side to Lubinsky. Out to Mayo. Mayo drives, spins. Lost the dribble with the right elbow. Falls down. Loses the basketball. Fusick the steal. Hands off to Junior Hans. To Dom Troiano. Little jumper is in and out. Rebound brought down by Massenberg, and he is fouled. And Massenberg will walk down and shoot a 1-and-1. And this, again, Wildwood didn't shoot it well and haven't shot it well from the line. But in the end, buddy, the overall big picture here is that the size of Phoenixville is just wearing them down.
Well, and we're going to talk about shooting the ball. Wildwood.
Massenberg makes the first. If he makes
11 for 27 inside the arc. And this is the killer right here, Brian. 1 for 15 from beyond. 1 for 15.
Second free throw by Massenberg is also good. He's got 10, and it's Phoenixville by 17. Hans left side. Goes to Fusick. Back to Hans. Hans a deep three. That's good. That was about a 27-footer. That was an NBA range three-pointer and then some. Lubinsky had it stripped. Fusick now center of the floor. Kicks to Hans. Hans again for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Dom Troiano. Kicks in the corner to Ryan Troiano. To Hans, back to Fusick. Fusick steps in for three. Bang! 6 straight for Wildwood. They've got it back to 11 with 2:10 to go. There's one thing you can say about Wildwood, buddy. They do play hard.
Absolutely. There's no quit in this team. They need a stop right here desperately. And Phoenixville just needs to slow it down and move the ball around.
And we are going to have a sub here as one of the officials spotted blood on Lubinsky's elbow, I believe, and he's got to go out of the game. Now, Phoenixville can buy him back in with a timeout if they want to get him cleaned up. So they're going to take that timeout. It's a full timeout. Phoenixville leads it by 11 with 1:51 to go. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast, 30-second break. All right, we're back at the Convention Center. Brian Cunniff, Buddy Tarbotton, 49-38. Phoenixville leads, 1:51 to go in the basketball game.
And Brian, we really do have to tip our caps to Eric Burnett, the head coach of this Phoenixville Phantoms basketball team. You can see how well coached his kids are. Besides him and obviously his staff, These guys do a great
Here's
job.
Wildwood again, fronting the post. Massenberg's going to get a wide open layup, but that's another bad pass, and they throw it away. Wildwood's been playing with fire on these sideline out-of-bounds plays by not throwing any help in the lane.
Well, I got to make an adjustment now if I'm that coaching staff.
For someone else throw the ball
He
in.
can't throw it in anymore.
Ryan Troiano for 3. That's short. Rebound, Ernie Troiano in the post. Shovels to Ryan in the corner. Junior Hans. Baseline drive to the basket. No good, but a foul. You know, if you're not going to make the shot, buddy, the opportunity to score points when the clock is stopped when you're trailing is big.
Absolutely. And the best way to come back when you're trailing is to to put points on the board when the clock's not moving. But to do that, you got to make your foul shots.
Hans to the line. He is 2 for 3 from the line. That one is good.
On the line is number 1, Junior Hans.
He has 12 points, has 10 of them in the second half. Second free throw is also good. And it's now a single-digit deficit for Wildwood. Mayo trapped, got it to McDonald. Here's Steck running, got it to Massenberg. Massenberg's pass tipped, stolen away by Dom Troiano. Here comes Wildwood. Ryan Troiano, 4-3. That's going to be way short. That's not a good shot there. 1:12 to go. Mayo in the backcourt. Shovels it up to Steck. Steck over to Massenberg. Back to Mayo up top. Mayo goes over to Steck. Back to Mayo. And Mayo is fouled by Hans.
Fouls number 1, Junior Hans. That's his 4th.
You know, buddy, you're down 9. It's not a bad thing to take a 3 in transition. I don't know if that's the one they wanted. But, you know, boy, buddy, if Wildwood had gotten a 3 to go down on that possession and cut it to 6 with a minute to go, this could have really gotten interesting.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, Ryan had the right idea. He just didn't have his shoulders square, Brian.
Free throw is good by Mayo. That makes it a 10-point game.
And his finish, obviously, was lacking what it needed to be. But, yeah, if he knocks that down, now it's a 6-point game. Coach McCracken calls a quick timeout. Who knows?
That free throw's no good. It's a 10-point game, 50 seconds to go. Hans to Ernie Troiano into the basket area. Layup is good. McDonald lobs it over to Steck. Well, Wildwood's got a foul here. Oh, here's a steal. Ernie Troiano driving to the basket. Layup. Got it in a foul. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game with 33 seconds to go.
And that was...
You know, buddy, I think McDonald may have been set, but McDonald was way under the rim there, and that turns that into an easy block call for the official.
Yes, absolutely.
Troiano's free throw is short, and it's a 6-point game. Here's a steal by Ryan Troiano. Got it to Ernie. Layup is good. It is a 4-point game with 25 seconds to go. McDonald is fouled by Fusick, and McDonald will shoot a 1-and-1.
And that's going to be the first personal foul against Jordan Fusick. And wow, these free throws are going to be big. It's a 1-and-1.
Again, buddy, you know, we've said this before. This Wildwood team's really a joy to watch because there's just not a ton of talent there, but they play so hard, and they play all 32 minutes. They were down 13 with a minute and a half to go. It's a 4-point game. Free throw by McDonald is good with 22 seconds to go. Second one is also good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
6-point game. Wildwood will need a 3 here, really. Here's Fusick, 4-3. Bang! Wildwood calls timeout. It's a 3-point game with 15 seconds to go. After struggling to shoot the ball from distance, buddy. They've hit 3 threes in the last about 40 seconds of game time. They've cut a 13-point deficit, and actually they trailed by as many as 15. It could have even been 17.
They were getting blown out.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what the score might have been, but it was at least 15, may have been 17. It's now a 3-point game with 15 seconds to go.
In the fourth quarter.
Can I finish a point before you talk over me, or are we going to do this all night?
But, you know, and you're right. And here's the – can you say overtime? Yeah, the Warriors winning last night in triple overtime. And now
I remember.
and right now, obviously Phoenixville, they're taking every second of their timeout.
And we just got confirmation. It was 49-32. Well, Phoenixville was up 17. Here's McDonald. He's fouled right away. It's a good job by Wildwood. Only about a half a second or so came off the clock. McDonald will go to the line. This is 2 shots now, though.
Ryan Triano picks up that foul, Brian. That's his fourth.
On the line is number 11, Chase McDonald.
His fourth. McDonald, who was just at the free throw line and hit nothing but cotton. Well, twine, whatever they make those nylon, those nets out of today.
First free throw is good. That'll make it a 2-possession game at 53-49 with 14 seconds to go. Believe Wildwood still has 1 timeout remaining, buddy, so not impossible here. Second free throw is also good. Oh, boy. I hope Wildwood's got 2 timeouts left. I don't know why you would take one there if they only have 1. But they're going to call a timeout, trailing by 5 with 14 seconds to go. We'll be back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast.
As a local bank with deep roots in Dayton County, Trust Savings Bank's directors, management, and employees are all part of your community. We are your neighbors, friends, and family. Our financial centers serve your personal and professional deposit, loan, and wealth management needs. We are thankful for the opportunity to serve our residents and visitors for over 100 years by providing small-town customer service with modern products. Trust Savings Bank. Banking is what we do. Community is who we are.
Phoenixville 54, Wildwood 49, 14 seconds to go. Wildwood has rallied from a 17-point deficit in this period. They actually had cut it to 3 a little bit ago. It's now a 5-point lead. Wildwood does still have 1 more timeout left. They're going to have to score quickly, call that timeout.
And Wildwood put together a 17-3 run until those 2 free throws, which is pretty impressive.
Yep.
You know, considering how poorly they've been playing offensively, Brian.
Ernie Triano will push it. That was a bad pass. And I think he was kind of fumbling it. He was looking to get it to Fusick with 10 seconds to go. And that might about do it here. They get it into Mayo. Mayo is fouled, and he'll walk down and shoot 2 free throws with 7.9 to go.
Jordan Fusick, that's his second. Team's over.
Jordan
Yeah, that's
Fusick.
why, buddy, excuse me, we talked about it over the break there, but to me, for Wildwood, after that second free throw, just get the ball in and go. You call that timeout, now you allow Phoenixville to set up pressure. Wildwood wasn't expecting it, and they end up turning the ball over. Mayo misses the first. So the door is still somewhat open. Just a crack, though, with 7.9 to go. Second one, it was also no good. Here comes Junior Hans, 6 seconds to go. Hans kicks out. Ryan Triano for 3. Off the rim, no good. And that'll do it as Phoenixville hangs on and wins it 54-49. but not after a hellacious run by Wildwood in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this on 98.7 The Coast.
Bracket